Guten Mom, Mein Freuds. I don't actually. Earth Spirit can roll out of the combo. You'll probably not roll out of the combo. Yo, dude.
Hey.
You gotta listen to me, okay? I'm not trying to be an asshole. But literally, Exort Invoker is dead.
I want this to work, man.
It's not gonna work, dude, because so concede to me this much. You do agree with me that once an Invoker that's trying to combo gets CC'd, the combo is done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I get to hex you like that during the combo is done. And then my supports jump on you with their blink dagger, and then they stun you, and then you get fucking like fingered or some shit. Like you're dead if that happens, right?
Yes. But I think I can do it like this, right? This is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then just hit you from further than your range.
That could potentially maybe work, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is Invoker basically doesn't have a way of making sure that he keeps his target CC'd anymore because the thing isn't a hard disable. So, and Cold Snap is good, but it has flaws.
Oh, look at that range, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was a good shit.
Yeah, it's gonna work one of these times.
It's gonna work one of these times when I fuck up, maybe.
Well, no, I know why. I can blink. Because I'm out of
You're gonna blink away from me? Oh, next level. Hey, mate, my mech was still on cooldown. That sucks.
Okay, I would have killed you there.
My mech was still on cooldown, though.
Oh.
The mechanism restore thing is still on cooldown. Okay, now I'm ready. That was a sick blink. I like your blink. This definitely encourages a higher playstyle Invoker, but I don't know if it's good, is what I'm trying to say. You'd have to be really solid.
Boy, did you use your mech? Or you know what? Maybe actually the blast will still work.
I don't think it does. Wow, that's a lot of damage, though.
Wow.
Wow, what the fuck? We shouldn't have done solo mid.
That's what I was saying before, that if you can finish it, but it's tough.
Yeah.
And it may not always work.
I don't think it'll reliably work enough to make it good.
Yeah, it doesn't work against tankier supports.
That's also a good point. What do you think about, this is the big question that I have, like, what do you think about just, like, spamming quas wax now? Do you think that's still, like, you're not gonna do it?
Nah, it sucks against OD.
It sucks again.
It's just terrible.
Wait, is it? You drain his mana, isn't that good?
Yeah, you drain his mana, but he has so much mana, and he gets more mana from his E. You can't drain enough to actually make him low enough, and he's just gonna proc a couple times.
If OD ever doesn't have mana, then he's fucked, right? But you're saying that he'll never not have mana, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll never burn enough.
Okay, that makes sense. But maybe like a Invoker plus Anti-Mage could be a good combo against OD? Are you saying that Exort is better against OD?
I'm saying that Exort is way better against OD.
Huh. So you get an Orchid and then you go kill the AOD. Like, you think that's bad?
I actually tried that one game, and I couldn't get the Orchid fast enough. This Quas just got wrecked.
Yeah.
Just gets wrecked in the lane.
Yeah, that's totally true. Cause you
Exort can win the lane though.
Yeah, you're totally right on that. So you're gonna start going Necrobook? Dude, I don't think Necrobook is good, man. I just don't think it's as good as Quas or as.
Okay, wait. Let me give you a good demonstration of why Quas is good.
Of why Quas is good or why Necro is good?
Necrobook.
Necrobook. Like Necro, it's kind of like a worse Quas with like some Exort things. Like you're still trying to drain.
Do you really think that though?
Well, okay, you're trying to push, right? But like.
Oh yeah, this game. Look at this game. Let me give you the ID. Let's just go through it really fast.
Okay.
6.
Wait, 1 second. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's got a lot of kinks. 2166.
3-4.
Okay.
3-0. 6-2.
6-2.
You know what? You're right. It does have a lot of kinks.
You dominated it. What the fuck?
No.
You went 5-0. All right.
I didn't dominate until later on.
Okay.
Don't just look at the KD, man.
I'm just.
It looks like I dominate GPM and stuff. It's just because I took tower after tower.
I'm pretty sure you did dominate, but we'll see.
If anything, Ember dominated, but even not that hard. We just got a lot of kills very late.
Okay.
We were just about to win.
I believe you.
Okay, let's go to 0-0 on the clock.
I was gonna say that's what I'm gonna do. Well, hold up. Update tick? Uh oh.
Like 0-0 when the runes spawn.
Yep.
That's 0-0.
Yep. Give me a sec. There's like a bug. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't actually forward, it crashes. You have to go times 8.
That's so stupid. Holy crap.
It really does suck.
Give me a second. I have to reload into the replay.
Okay.
I've got a warning. My CL flush entity packet update. I don't even know.
Okay, I'm at 0-0.
Did you just times 8 to it? You didn't do anything?
Yeah, I just times 8.
That sucks. Alright. Well.
And from now on we can go times 2 or... Well, we'll go times 2 for the waiting phase and then we'll go higher.
Okay.
I think that's how we should...
0-0 from the run. Okay, you got stunned by Mirana. You guys,
yes.
Your team got first blood though.
Do you see the animation for that stun?
No.
Yeah.
I fast forwarded.
Okay. And 3, 2...
Oh shit! I already started. I'm at 27 seconds. It's following the Omni Knight for some reason, even though I clicked you. So you're fighting against a Zeus mid. That kind of sucks.
Wait. What are you at right now?
I'm at 41, 42, 43.
Pause?
Yeah.
I want to be at the same place.
This will be
Where are
good.
you at?
I'm at 44. I paused.
Okay, I'm going to 44.
Okay.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and you're on times 2, right?
Yeah, I'm at
Okay.
times 2.
I'm at times 2 as well. So, alright, so what about your starting build? You went... Oh, okay, never mind, I know. You went for Zeus.
Yeah, I got a stick.
I agree with this. And so what were you thinking this game? Were you thinking from the get-go that you wanted to go Necrobook?
No, I was not thinking that.
Okay. What made you want to go Necrobook? Like all of a sudden.
Honestly, just the sheer fact that I was winning some other lanes.
And so you wanted to
My
push?
Ember one is lane.
Yeah.
And even though they had like really good deep push, I wanted to buy a Necrobook.
Yeah.
Just because the combo was weak against them. Like,
Yeah.
The euls combo is weak against these guys.
What?
Mirana will leap.
Yeah.
Zeus is probably just too tanky by that time. Spectre can...
This was before the nerf, obviously, right?
Yeah, this was before the nerf.
I think if you...
I used blast once.
If you do it right against Mirana, I don't think she can lead.
Yeah, the risk is usually pretty high. Oh yeah, so I
Okay.
kill Zeus.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever.
That was nice. Your Weaver came in gate. That was weird, but yeah, it's also nice. Also, they have a Legion Commander jungle, like...
It's not relevant this game.
Yeah.
We don't
No.
have Invoker or anything.
I just mean it's definitely, like... I definitely would have gone Necrobook this game, too, now that I'm thinking more about it. Just to push... Because I feel like they have a stronger late game.
People don't think about it.
Yeah. It's... Necrobook wants to end the game, though. I don't think Necrobook scales as good as normal Exort, where you get a bunch of right-click items and then you just kill everybody. You disagree?
I don't know. It's kind of like the same thing. You're basically like him.
Basically Lycan?
Yeah. You're basically like him.
What?
Your forges are your wolves. What's left?
What's left? I mean, they're slower, and they don't have invisibility, so they can't scout. But yeah, they do more damage against
Oh,
heroes.
you got a cold snap.
You rush face boots?
Yeah, I always get phase boots on Invoker.
Yeah.
It's, some people try to skip it, but it never ends out. So
They always try to skip it for Midas. Yeah. They always try to skip it for Midas first. What did you... Hey, can I pause for a second? 3, 2, 1, pause?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you... what time are you at, by the way?
I'm at 5:03.
Okay, sick. I just want to ask you, and I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but that one game that we just played, right? Like, what do you think you could have done better?
That game?
Because I honestly don't think you could have done anything better other than getting more support rotations. That was it. Like, I don't... Because that's one of the biggest things that I always tell people about Invoker right now. Like, if people are really thinking that Invoker is the most broken hero since Dota 2's conception right now. So I keep telling them, I'm like, guys, Invoker's not that bad. You just have to gank him early. And people don't seem to believe me. So I want to know if you think Invoker's still OP, or if you think that people just don't play against him correctly by
I think
ganking.
even before that nerf, Invoker wasn't OP. I think he was in a pretty okay spot.
Yeah. Do you think he's overvalued in pubs? I think he gets picked way too much for his actual strength.
He does get picked way too much. He's
Yeah.
really fun.
He is fun, but I mean, he's the second most picked hero on Dota Buff, next to Pudge.
Most this month.
Are you sure?
He surpassed Pudge.
Wow, that's an accomplishment, because Pudge has like every noob thinks that they're Dende when they play Pudge. But
Yeah.
so then do you think that like people don't gank him early enough, or what do you think? How do you think Invoker's weak?
What was that?
How do you? In which ways do you think Invoker's weak? Because I mentioned that I think he's weak because you just gank him like hella early, and then you kill him. Is that one of the reasons?
That's definitely one of them. I think his move speed is supremely weak, and that's what really screws this guy over.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes against a hero that is a slow, I'll go boots first, as you saw last game, because you're going to be roaming on me. That guy's going to be roaming on me. Without boots, I just get right click to oblivion.
Yeah. Even with boots, you know?
Yeah, with boots that's fine, because I figured that the Forge Spirit was count, and they would disable the slow.
Yeah. And again, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I just want to know, like, I was ganking the shit out of you mid. What could you have done better to live? Because I honestly don't think you could have done any. I think you were just dead every time. Like,
there are a lot of things that happened. I made a ton of inefficient trades with the arc ward in mid.
Yeah, that first kill, I will say, you got really low, and I think you made it.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you TP'd back, like, you were full HP, and I don't see what you could have done better. Like, you cold snapped.
Against a roamer, you always want to have full HP.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah,
you don't
I
want
agree.
To be harassed
I completely agree with that. But so you're saying you lost the game because you died once and you made like 1 or 2 mistakes early game?
I'm not saying that's why I lost the game. I'm sure I could have won the game, but our LD was just so bad.
Wait, it's not just his fault though. We got to talk about.
No, it's
yeah.
not. It contributed greatly. That's why we lost the early game.
Okay.
So as well, I feel we didn't have enough wards, and we did pick LC instead of a second support, so we went super greedy.
That's true.
Especially with a weak carry like Spectre.
That is true. That is true. I agree with all that. All right. Sorry, we can continue.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So I do think that you're definitely winning this lane, by the way. So like, Necrobook is gonna look a little distorted because you're winning the lane right now. You know what I mean?
I like to go Necrobook when I crush the lane. Well, okay. I like to go Necrobook even when I'm losing.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you're losing the game, it'd be different, I think, because if you were because Necrobook isn't a build that you go just when you're snowballing. Like, it's just a good build in general, in your opinion, right? I don't think it's bad. I just think it has like, I would only do it if they have like a bounty hunter or something invisible, or if they
actually remember my full thought process over this right now.
Okay.
So my initial thought on this game was to go euls into, or Bracer into euls.
Oh.
And I decided to get the Necro instead, starting with this ban.
What do you think?
It's surprising how much it actually does.
What do you think about people that rush drum? Because I was coaching somebody yesterday who always rushed drum, and I think he's living in 2011.
I think it's really good if you're quas Wex and if you're...
Even if you're quas Wex, you think it's good?
I think it's good if you're quas Wex and you're winning your lane really hard, or you filled your lane really hard. One of the two.
Yeah. You don't think that rushing Urn into Orchid is strictly better after getting a face with some?
It's really good, but if you're behind, you're probably not going to be getting that much value out of your Urn.
Okay.
Like, if your supports are just crap. And
yeah. Okay. I kind of agree with that. Although, I mean, you really only get Urn because if you get 1 kill with it, then you can kill everybody else with Cold Snap. But, okay. Alright, so you're pretty close to your Necro here. This is going to be like a 9-minute Necro timing. This is pretty good.
Yeah, and I got that tower.
You got the tower.
Because against Zeus, you always want to push out the lane.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but you always want to push out the lane.
Whenever he goes in ganks, you always kill his tower.
Yeah. Or, no, even not then. You always want to be pushing the lane against Zeus.
Well, he pushes it back with his Q.
He pushes it back, and you need to push it more. Same thing against heroes like Alchemist. In the mid lane,
I agree with Alchemist, yeah.
Pushing that lane.
Yeah. I agree with Alchemist because he can't last 10 under tower, but Zeus can last 10 under tower with his Q. If
yeah,
Zeus...
but he loses so much mana. So
yeah,
fast.
that's what I was going to say. If he doesn't have infinite mana, which I guess he probably won't early game, then you just push his lane and then he has a hard time last hitting. Yeah, heroes with really shitty base damage mid, like Zeus is a great example. I even think like early game Shadow Fiend, it's really good to push against him.
You don't want to push against the Shadow Fiend.
Early game?
Raises are good enough to just get multiple
last at level 2 though? At level 2 he wants to use mana? At level 2 he wants to use mana at raise?
Maybe not, but also you can't contest those last hits, which is a big deal.
When you push him under tower?
Yeah, you
but he can't
control the lane against the Shadow Fiend.
He has like 40 base damage. He won't get the last hits, right?
He will get the last hits if he knows anything about this hero.
I see. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so you actually did use Deafening Blast here. Like,
yeah, I missed.
You missed. Okay, alright. The 100 mana nerf to Deafening Blast, how did you feel when they did that?
I felt really bad about that.
You did? Yeah. I
It
figured
was a nice go-to spell, but
it was a really nice. I know that's what I always thought about Deafening Blast. Whenever I'm learning, or like whenever I learned Invoker, I never used Deafening Blast. But then when I started to get kind of good with the hero, I like learned how OP that ability is.
yeah.
Like it's good at everything. It's good at like CC. It's great disarm. It's good. It's kind of good nuke damage. It's good pushback. It's just good ability. It fills in your combos if you don't know what spell to cast. It's like, okay, Deafening Blast.
Yeah, it's what to go to. There I should have casted my Ghost Walk. I don't know what I was thinking. I could have died to that LC.
You're saying when you were TPing?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
cast Ghost Walk.
Yeah, I know. You can cast it. You can cast Weavers. You can cast Bounty Hunters.
I have to rush now.
Yeah, Necrobook is pretty good at rushing. Actually, you can take it without Necro too, right?
Yeah.
You can take it with
So
euls.
this
Or,
is basically just how the game goes.
yeah.
Then we start pushing towers and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I'd
think
like
you-
to actually stop this here.
I think this style is only like super good if you do take Roche, but you can do it really well. You know?
Yeah, they have a good Roche contest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just already so ahead at that point, and you need someone on your team that you can depend on in this style.
Yeah, because you
I had
can't.
my Ember Spirit. He was a good play.
Yeah. Because you can't carry by yourself with this style. I think. Like
No.
you can only take towers and get Roche and stuff. Like you can't burst somebody down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're the objective taker.
You're the objective taker. Yeah.
You're not the guy that's just gonna kill everything.
Yeah. These are really good fights though. Like you guys are definitely trading well.
Yeah, because we have that Ember Spirit.
Yeah.
And I mean, also, Cold Snap just takes if you're out of the fight.
Yeah. The Lich Ult too was nice.
Oh, I actually stopped the replay.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
So that's basically that.
Okay. Interesting. So you're gonna start doing this more because they nerfed Deafening Blast?
Yes, I definitely will be doing this more.
Huh. Do you think that you're gonna maintain the same win rate? That's like my big question.
This isn't a type that you can spam, but it is quite good.
Yeah. Well, what do you... Okay, so wait, are you just gonna quit playing Invoker then?
I'll be playing more quas for sure.
Nice. No, I think you're really gonna like it, but maybe I could be wrong.
I'm not gonna give up on the other style.
You should give up on it.
Well, no, I will be giving up on the Yule style, but the Force style is good.
The Force style?
Sometimes when I lose my lane, such as last game, I get a Force staff
Ooh.
and then go into Hags.
Force Staff Ags. That's like living in 2011. You're living in 2011. Force Staff... Wait, so what's good about Force Staff Ags if you're losing your lane?
To be honest, it sounds dumb, but it's just really good for defending high ground.
How is Force Staff good for defending high ground?
You can get into position, and Blink gets cancelled way too much if you're behind.
Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see what you're getting at. Like if they get a quick radiance and shit. Yeah.
You can go up your cliffs. Feels
Okay.
good.
You Force Staff Axe. So you're just putting yourself in a position. You're not trying to hold any one person down and just spam a bunch of fucking spells.
If you keep yourself in position, your team will be there too.
Yeah.
It works out every time.
Some people in my chat are saying that Quas Wex is the most viable now. Would you agree, or do you think we need to test to prove that?
I think consistently, Quas Wax is in fact the most.
Oh.
I think if you're gonna spam, you have to spam Quas Wax.
That's okay. I liked it. I kind of like to hear that. I mean, because I'm a big Quas Wex proponent.
Yeah. Well. Also, I think the hybrid Invoker is way better now.
What's hybrid? You
It's
exort
basically-
Quas, or exort Wex.
You basically rush your Ford Spirits, and then you get Alacrity, and you just kind of, it's like Wexort after level 8.
So like you get maybe 4 points into Quas, and then everything is Wex and exort. You just never cast Cold Snap.
You do cast Cold Snap still,
Okay.
but on that style I like to buy Atos and Force, and you're just like an OD almost.
Yeah, it sounds like
You're
it.
almost like OD.
You're just shredding their armor instead of shredding their intelligence.
You can actually kill their towers too. It's really good, and the combos are equally strong. I think that style is gonna see much more.
You can probably hit Sunstrike really reliably with Atos.
Yes you can.
Yeah.
Although purges are much more
Common and shit. Yeah.
common.
In this current meta, yeah, we're like Omni, Oracle, yeah.
I think it's still good though. Just like rushing Atos after your force and your phase. It's so good.
414. Are you gonna start doing 414, where you get like 1 point in all of your abilities at level 3?
414 is different actually. The way 414 works is you get that, and then what you do. So you actually get your X at 6, and you send your 4 troops, and you actually keep the rune control. And that's just where you try to dominate your lane as much as possible. It's a different style because late game it's mostly focused on the... You don't buy Atos. It's focused on the other way.
Okay.
The combos.
Okay. Not the objective taker.
Blast is a big part of that, so I think 414 may just die.
But, like, regardless, and this isn't necessarily pertaining to the 6.86F nerf, where they nerfed Def and Blast just a few seconds ago, but this is more so pertaining to, like the way that you would play Invoker nowadays. Like, are you going to start getting Wex points and then Quas points early on so that you can at least, like, escape from ganks a little bit better if they don't bring Dust? I mean, like, that game I brought Dust, but most supports don't.
I think you can see me buying Atos or Hex almost every game now.
Okay.
And I also think that I won't be getting more than 4 Quas, and instead I'll be building items that give me HP as well as other stuff.
Uh-huh. But then early game, like, what are you going to do about people that roam on you and, like, shit fuck you? I guess, what did you always do against that kind of stuff? Like, what would you do against me in that game that we just played differently so you didn't die as many times early game? As opposed to just the Arc Warden harass thing that we talked about.
Right. That game I would have just jungled.
Okay.
And LC could have gone lane. LC's so good at laning against Arc Warden.
Yeah.
I would have sent that LC into lane.
Because you just purge off the flux, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
LC could have laned. I don't know what her problem was.
I definitely dislike Legion Commander jungles too. Like, when they work out, I just feel like the kid's getting lucky and we're just carrying the fuck out of him. But they always say, no, it's because of my Blink duel. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
I like Shadowblade in that way.
Yeah, and I was telling fucking Effie this too, and she was like, no, you gotta go Blink for the positioning. I'm like, dude, Shadowblade is like the only item that I'd ever get on a Legion Commander getting out of the jungle because the stats are too good to pass up. And you need to get the burst nuke.
And your opponent's supports have to buy sentries.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
Exactly. And if you
die a lot, but you get that damage.
Yeah, that's the most important. Although, but I'm not trying to sit here and talk about Legion Commander jungle though, because that's a totally different conversation. But yeah, I agree with you.
Ravito, what are 5 helpful tips?
Okay. I think he's talking to you.
Yeah, I think so. On Invoker in general, or just the styles that I mentioned?
Probably. Yeah.
Let me give a general tip though. When you're doing any sort of combo or anything, you always want to have your spells off cooldown. So after you use one spell, you have to invoke your next spell right afterwards.
This is awkward. Okay, go on.
I still should explain this.
Yeah.
Let's say you're doing so actually the way that I found this out was when you do the 4 combo with the Tornado, EMP, Meatball, and Blast.
Yeah.
So in that combo you have to invoke your Meatball right after you use your Tornado. And ever since I've been doing similar things. So you always want to invoke right after you use a spell. And you always want to use the spell you use first on the second one. On the second slot.
Okay.
It's really good in team fights.
Yeah. Okay. I really have nothing to add there. I completely agree. I mean, it's one of the hard parts about playing Invoker. I don't know.
Gee, I don't know. There isn't that much hard things.
No, just completely contradict what I just said. Do you think Invoker's harder? This is like the stupid. This won't be in the VOD. This won't be in anything because this is like the fanboy question. But like, do you think Invoker's harder than Earth Spirit? It's fine.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't matter, or does it? What do you mean?
It doesn't matter.
Well, for somebody who wants to learn the hero, then it would be like important for them to be like, well, I don't want to learn heroes who's too hard, or maybe they want to learn a hero who's really hard. You know what I mean?
I think the difference is with Earth Spirit, you kind of have to get accustomed to the hero before you can play him with any effectiveness, I've found.
But not with Invoker?
with Invoker, you can kind of slowly get better.
Yeah. Like,
It's more about mastering your art than
here's
actually picking it up.
I kind of agree with that. So I'll use a transition question to ask: how many normal unranked games do you have to play before you can start consistently winning ranked games with the hero? Do you think you got to play with each hero?
Um, doesn't matter. You have to be a good player. You can random every game and be 1,000 MMR better than your MMR, and you'll win every game.
Yeah, but I just mean like if you're sitting at 3K and you belong in 3K just by playing random heroes, how many games do you have to play that are normal games of Invoker if you've never played them before? Do you have to play to be consistently good at the 3K bracket and then go on to then like for Earth Spirit for me, I would say you got to play a good 25, maybe even 50 games, just spamming the hero nonstop to really get accustomed to how the hero works before you start reliably winning ranked games. And that's what I did with Lana. Was I played like I think 100 games with him in party games, losing all my party MMR, and then I took him into normal games solo ranked, and then I started gaining the fuck out of MMR. But like Invoker, like would you say you should play 10 games? Yeah, I mean, surely you shouldn't play your very first Invoker game in ranked, right? Or do you just?
Yeah, I fully agree with that.
Okay.
I think the mechanics of the hero are the hardest thing, and that's just something you can learn in the lobby. And also, watching other people play that hero is very important, because there's like distinct things that you can pick up, and you have to understand this. You can't play Invoker like you play another hero,
Yeah.
because you can't trade that well with your opponent unless you have a Forge Spirit.
I
You
agree.
have to know how to play mid before you play Invoker, else just play him like a safe lane carry.
Yeah, I agree with your latter statement. I kind of disagree with your former statement. You said that you have to watch other people play him before you play him yourself.
Yes.
I actually think that like a complete noob watching another person play Invoker would like overwhelm them with information they wouldn't actually like. They would see you build euls, but they wouldn't understand why you're building euls, so they would just like build euls and they just wouldn't do anything with it. Or like the same thing with the drum.
You could be right, but how I learned as an Invoker is I just went outside, sat on my phone for 5 hours, learned how to play Invoker.
I see. Okay.
Oh no, I do not use Quick Fast on any.
Not even Invoker or Earth Spirit or any of those heroes.
No, just Meepo. I'm
Just
on the
Meepo.
proof.
Just on the poof. Yeah, I figured. Okay. Interesting. And then one last question before we leave. What picking stage would you pick Invoker? Because I first pick Earth Spirit. Can you first pick Invoker? Do you think you can first pick Invoker?
Anymore? Probably not. But I still would, because if you want to learn a hero, you have to first pick it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what hero.
I
If
completely
you want to learn the hero, you have to first pick.
completely
No matter
agree.
what.
Completely agree, by the way, guys. That's very important. You have to first pick heroes if you want to learn them, because you have to play against their hardest matchups before you play against their easiest.
You just have to first pick them in unranked or ranked or whatever.
Yeah.
Just first pick the hero.
Yeah. But
That's how I learned Ember.
so I agree. I completely agree. But when you're talking about learning the hero, there's a different discussion than when you're talking about winning games with the hero in ranked. So the question of like, if you want to win the game, would you first pick Invoker or would you?
I think second or third pick is the best, and ideally I would pick him fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
But since he's so popular, someone else is gonna pick him.
Yep.
You have to pick him pretty early.
I agree. Okay. All right. That was a good discussion. I appreciate it. I won't keep it on too long. That's it. This is good. I hope we can talk about this soon later too, as the patch settles a little bit and you play some games.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let the dust settle.
Yeah, I think so. The dust. That's a funny joke because Invoker gets counter capoed by dust a little bit. I'm just kidding.
In that mid gank, I could have actually just used Ice Wall and then save. I was an idiot.
Yeah. I think any other spell besides Ghost Walk was good. And I don't even think you used Ghost Walk, did you?
I did use Ghost Wall,
Oh.
but you had Ascension.
No, yeah, that's right.
I just would have easily made it out.
That's right.
No problem.
I remember that. Yeah.
Because I had more quas than I did exort at that single point.
I see it. All right. Good shit. Good conversation. Hey, you have a good day, okay, dude? I'll see you hopefully later, but yeah, do Serena. All right, guys. That was a really great talk. I like that. I hope you guys took something from that. I definitely don't think I'm as good of an invoker as he is, but I still feel like with how much I think I know about quas exort or quas wex and how much I can theorycraft about quas exort, I think I know a thing or two. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go talk to my dad about how Invoker just got nerfed, as you guys know. It's gonna be a really fun conversation that I'm gonna have with my dad. And we'll come back later though, and I plan to stream all night, so it's gonna be super fun. So I hope to see you guys there. And yeah, you guys have a good day for now, okay? Peace out, boys.